Is apple juice good for diabetics? Diabetes is a disease in which your blood glucose or blood sugar levels are too high. Glucose comes from the foods you eat. Insulin is a hormone that helps the glucose get into your cells to give them energy. With type 1 diabetes, your body does not make insulin. With type 2 diabetes, the more common type, your body does not make or use insulin well. Without enough insulin, the glucose stays in your blood. You can also have prediabetes. This means that your blood sugar is higher than normal but not high enough to be called diabetes. Having prediabetes puts you at a higher risk of getting type 2 diabetes. Over time, having too much glucose in your blood can cause serious problems. It can damage your eyes, kidneys, and nerves. Diabetes can also cause heart disease, stroke, and even the need to remove a limb. Pregnant women can also get diabetes called gestational diabetes. You will likely have to make some changes in how you eat. These changes might be minor or they might be major. It depends on how high your blood sugar is, how you eat now, and your doctor's philosophy. There is no official diabetes diet, but liquid sugars such as sodas and bottled teas usually are banished, and in many cases, you may need to reduce the amount of high carbohydrate foods you eat. High carb foods are sometimes called white foods, products made with sugar, flour, potato, rice, and corn. Don't panic. White foods don't need to be eliminated. You just may have to reduce your quantities and make sure you don't eat too many white foods in a single meal. Apple juice is also often fortified to provide more than 100% of a daily value of vitamin C. Because of its effect on blood sugar, however, apple juice may not be the best beverage choice for people with diabetes. Carbohydrate content. Maintaining a consistent intake of carbohydrates at each meal can help diabetics manage their blood sugar levels. Diabetics who count carbohydrates often aim to get between 45 and 65 grams of carbohydrates per meal. An 8-ounce glass of bottled apple juice has 28 grams of carbohydrates, comprising a good portion of a meal's carbohydrates. Glycemic index. The glycemic index estimates how much of an effect a particular food will have on your blood sugar levels. Foods that have a low glycemic index score of 55 or less are not likely to cause large spikes in your blood sugar, while those that have a high score of 76 or above often have this effect, according to a clinical diabetes article published in October 2011. Apple juice has an average G1 score of 40, which would put it in the low G1 category, making it an okay option for diabetes when drank in moderation. Glycemic load. An even better indicator of the potential effect of a food on your blood glucose levels is the glycemic load, because it takes into account both the amount of carbohydrates in a typical serving and the food's G1. The glycemic load of apple juice falls into the moderate range at 12. To have a low glycemic load, a food needs to have a score less than 10. This means apple juice is likely to increase your blood sugar levels somewhat when you drink just one serving, but it probably won't cause levels to suddenly spike. A better alternative. Although it is not necessarily bad for diabetics to have an 8-ounce glass of apple juice occasionally, an apple and a glass of water would be a much healthier alternative. The apple has twice as much fiber as the juice, with 18% of the daily value. It also has a lower G1 with a score of 38 and a lower GL with a score of 6. Unlike fruit juice, which may increase insulin resistance due to its liquid state and high sugar content, apples may have the opposite effect, perhaps because of their higher fiber and phytochemical content, according to the authors of the study published. When you eat an apple, you get a limited amount of fructose, and the effect of the fructose are softened by the fiber in the apple. But a glass of apple juice contains all the sugar from several apples all at once without the healthy fiber. Drop any guilt you are carrying and skip the fear. You did not do this to yourself, and you have the power to keep yourself safe from the side effects of high blood sugar. Commit yourself to understanding your tools and your medicines. Make changes to your diet and exercise in small steps so they will stick. Enlist your family to help you. By following all the above, you can keep your blood sugar levels in control. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe for more videos.